should have played a theme song for this week's episode because it's a big episode.
Is it? I have no idea what this episode is.
You know?
I have no idea what's happening.
For any long-time listeners, hopefully y'all are out there. If there are any out there. It's the big 1 year.
Yeah.
52 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
The official 1 year.
Well, 52 episodes, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Excuse me, my
Yeah.
2 weeks ago was the 52 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow, man. What a journey. What a ride.
Yeah. We've
Crazy.
seen a lot of shit, Brian.
Yeah.
Seen a lot of shit. Happily seen a lot of shit.
Yeah, there was a couple of rocks on the road.
That's fine. That's fine.
Roads
There's
have
bumps.
Yeah.
On every road in life.
Streets have cracks sometimes.
Yeah, and if you step on it,
oops,
your mom's back.
What?
Put it on a t-shirt.
Okay. Well, there was. I mean, I'm pretty sure people were thinking, "Let's go spectacular. Let's go box office.
Let's go box office."
But there was nothing.
I mean, yeah, we did hit up Christian Bale.
That is true. Look, you gotta understand, there was a lot of work put into this episode.
Like, we hit him up, and he's just like, nah.
Simple nah.
Simple. Just like, Mr. Bale, you know, big fans, you're on the sock wall.
Yeah.
You want to come through. He left us on scene for a little bit, and then he was like, nah. So,
yo, forgot to answer you. My fault.
Yeah, my fault.
Knocked out.
Yeah. Nah. We're like, oh, no problem. But, you know, you can still come. He's like, nah. So.
All right, see, Bill. And then we moved on.
Yeah. We aimed even lower than Christian Bale.
Yep.
Who did we aim for? Who did we aim for? Danny Trejo. We aimed for Danny Trejo, but he's busy.
All due respect, I thought that was a guarantee.
With Machete 12.
Yeah. Or whatever the hell.
Yeah. It's not even being released on DVD. You believe that? It's being released on CD. Yeah. It's just sound. It's just sound. It's just.
Are you serious?
No, man. Oh. Why would it be on CD, man?
That's what I'm saying.
How are you releasing a film on CD?
No, you got me there.
I got you. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, all right. I was gonna drink my water.
Yeah, sorry. Only one person can drink at a time. Oh, you drinking now, huh? Hey.
Son, it's already been a while.
It's been a while. Yeah.
Chatting OD.
Go ahead.
But no movies worth watching this week. Let's be honest.
Yeah, Oscar season is over, so really going over Oscar movies.
Yeah, it's the like post Oscars dead zone.
It's the lull before the storm. I think.
Speaking of storm, there was a storm that came out today. The Game of Thrones trailer, season 8.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Well, yeah, you're in the midst of watching it, just for people to kind of understand where we're at. I've seen it, but I'm staying away from that trailer. It's going to be difficult because everyone's going to be posting on social media.
Well, isn't like HBO's going to be smart about it? They're not going to like spoil shit.
I still want to go in blind, dog.
It's HBO though. I mean, I trust them.
You want to watch it? Go ahead.
I mean, I'm not going to watch it. I just got to seeing season 3, episode 4. So for those who haven't seen that far, spoilers for the next minute. But Daenerys Targaryen, yeah. Jaime gets wrecked.
Yep.
And then Daenerys pulls off the most GOAT move of the show so far.
Well, excuse me.
Yeah, who?
No,
Emilio
Estevez. Emilia Clarke is a goddamn queen. Literally.
That pivot, that strategic pivot she does.
Which episode? Wait. Which?
Is when she gets her army. That's how she gets it. And then what she does after, that is absolutely mind-blowing. And it really speaks. It made her a legitimate character in my eyes. Because so far, all I kept hearing was bullshit about how she deserved it.
Yeah.
Through,
me.
Through Bloodline or some garbage shit. And currently, the power rankings, the way I have it in season 3, episode 3. Yeah, number 1 is Daenerys Targaryen. Number 2 is Tywin Lannister. A distant 5th, I don't know who's 3rd or 4th. A distant 5th is Robb Stark. Robb Stark of House Winterfell. Or of House Stark, really. Yeah. And then 19th 354 is Theon Greyjoy, and then 355 is Jaime Lannister. So that's where my power rankings are for the week.
It is so funny. It is so hysterical that those two are last.
Because they're eating shit, both physical and
Did you get to
It's great. It's turned into a where's Admir in his Game of Thrones watching podcast.
Oh my God! What the hell is it? I'm a piece of garbage. Hold up! Wow.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, where are you at with Theon right now?
He just got, more spoilers. He got
This is a Game of Thrones.
He was getting wrecked.
By who? What's his name?
I don't know. Some dude's torturing him.
Yes.
And then the same dude at night comes and he rescues him. And then he brings him back to get tortured.
My God. The Game of Thrones fans listening right now.
Which was some wild shit. I'm like, damn. The beef.
Ramsay Bolton. Wow. Okay.
The beef don't stop. So that's that. Anyway.
Ramsay's GOAT. He's a goat psychopath.
Well, we'll see. I'll watch more.
Okay, yeah. So anyway,
today's
I had
episode?
a plan for this episode because I was like, Schmears, take it easy.
I appreciate that.
I got it. So we're in a segment right now. We're gonna call it How Hyped.
Oh.
How Hyped.
How Hyped.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, I made a list of shows and movies.
Oh.
And you're gonna tell me, and if anything, I'll jump on it.
Jump on me, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a list of shows and movies that will not like those indie movies because I'm pretty sure ones that we're more in tune with and more that the mainstream.
Yeah.
So you're gonna tell me how hyped?
Okay. How am I?
And you could also comment as to why.
Sure.
It's up to you.
Am I given a scale? Do I give numbers? Do I give just?
You know what?
Adjectives.
Up to you, man.
Okay. All right.
But this segment is how hyped.
All right.
Okay.
I'll use emojis.
I got my sound effects ready.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Oh, crazy.
Production value is increased.
Oh, crazy. Wow. All right, here we go.
All right. So, I guess we'll start off with...
Okay.
All right, well, Okay, so since you're kind of in the middle of it, Game of Thrones Season 8.
I am very hyped about Game of Thrones Season 8.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very hyped about it, dude. I mean, I've not been disappointed by any episode in the show so far. There's been certain arcs that have been a letdown, I think.
A little stagnant.
Yeah, a little stagnant. Not even the stagnant stuff. It's just some characters are really pushed into things without really being explained as to why. Case in point is Daenerys Targaryen. I feel she's very much rushed.
You're really coming at my
No, I'm not coming. No. Emilia Clarke is doing fine. She's doing a good job.
She's just so beautiful. I love her.
Yes, also that. Yeah. She's kind of attractive. So
okay.
So her story, for example, is to get her to the point where she is in where I'm watching currently. There's a lot of shit that has to happen, right? She has to marry Khal Drogo, and then eventually Spoiler alert, Khal Drogo's in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But she has to marry him, and then that falls apart, which, her accepting of that marriage and then accepting of what he is really quick, and it's really done very hastily. Yeah. And, her pivoting into from a weak person into this strong leader, I think required more time and more dedication for the show, but they wanted to focus on some other stuff, and so that, for example, and it's not that bad, but it's just that's one of the weak points. But other than that aside, I think I really love a lot of the characters. The writing is absolutely magnificent. I think I don't know the actors' names to be honest with you. Who plays? See, I'm going to say the small...
Tyrion?
Tyrion, damn it.
Peter Dinklage?
I love Peter Dinklage in this, for example.
Oh, he's
great.
He is, to me, the best character.
He's fantastic. Tywin Lannister's fantastic. Cersei's fantastic. As much as I hate Joffrey, he's fantastic.
He is a really
his Margaret, is it? The wife? Marjorie, not Margaret.
Yeah, little blunder.
She's really good. And there's just so much going on in the show. I mean, you have Stannis Baratheon getting his soul sucked by that witch. Spanish Baratheon. That dude is the epitome of what vanilla looks like in a person. Just zero anything, just bland as hell. He's just a new marble notebook. That's Stannis Baratheon, essentially. Just nothing going on.
99 cents.
Just trash. Just I just get him off the screen. In a good way, right? So they wrote him well. It's the set pieces are great. The
budget.
Yeah, the special effects for a TV show are through the roof. The costume design, the music is. It's a fantastic show. So I'm very excited for it.
I mean, you're in season 3.
Yeah, and I'm missing half the information. So yeah. What about you? Are you hyped?
Oh, I mean, come on. Come on, bro. You know I'm not hyped at all.
Yeah. I think this might be the hypest we've ever been for a show since Breaking Bad.
Probably.
For an ending. Yeah.
Stranger Things Season 3.
Stranger Things Season 3 is, It's like when you go to a restaurant and you order, you want a burger, and then you get the burger, and it's all right. Like, it's there. Oh, okay, all right. That's a bit harsh. I didn't know it was gonna be. I really loved the first season. Second season was quite good too. I'm nervous because I don't see where the show is headed, right? And so there's just going to be this exploration of the upside down, I'm assuming.
I don't know, because that's what I thought season 2 would be about.
I'm very much in the dark about this, and this is why I'm a little bit uneasy about the third season. And we're moving away from cute kids now, which is an issue. We're moving from cute kids to perhaps annoying adolescents, which is a tough bridge to gap. So depending on the material that they do, I think the acting is still going to be there. I think the music's still going to be there, production value. This is Netflix, baby. This is their big show. It has become the biggest show on Netflix right now. So in terms of production and all that, it's going to be there. It's going to look really good. It's going to sound great. It's going to be shot really well. The thing that I have my hesitations with is, what are they going to do moving forward? Because I have no idea. Like, as much as I don't know what I'm looking forward to season 8 of Game of Thrones,
but there are things there, though.
There's things, I can see play out, right? And whether they're going to play out in that direction or not doesn't matter. Like, I can see the story continuing. With season 2 ending of Stranger Things, I don't know where we go from there. It was just like, this other thing exists, where it's like, okay,
they're kind of like treading. I feel like they're just milking it a little bit.
Yeah, it's a bit of a cheap cliffhanger to throw in there. Just be like, oh, we're coming back. Like, we know you're coming back. You don't need to do that.
Also, like, I don't know what you could do with these characters anymore. And I know you brought that up earlier, but like, Dustin, what are you going to do with Dustin? He's like the cute, funny kid.
Right. So, I mean, it gives, in my opinion, I think they have some room because, as I said, they're moving from like this phase of being 12 to being 15.
Yeah.
Right. And that should be posing new problems to them, just as most individuals. Yeah, personal issues, and just growing up is difficult in that age. So I think if they pursue it in a 8th grade sort of way, right?
They should.
Then I think there's a lot of material there. At the end of the day, it can't, I don't want it to just be about this weird shit that's happening. Because if it's just about weird shit happening, it's just going to feel okay. It's just going to feel like an okay burger.
Personally, I hope that they don't rely too much on 11.
Yeah.
Because she has been the, like, I guess rightfully so, because she's the most popular character. But you got to find ways to just not make her be the scapegoat for every problem.
And not let, feel the storyline spiral out of control.
Yeah.
There's always this danger of, when we don't know where this is headed, that it's going to be spiraling. I don't know what the boundaries of the show are. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, again, just to use Game of Thrones because that's what I'm watching right now. Like, I know what can happen in this show, right? And so I have an idea, and so here's my box, and everything fits in it. With Stranger Things, I don't know what can happen. So, and for some people, that's a good thing, right? Because you're like, oh, well, the possibilities are endless. But for me, it's also like 2 seasons of a show. You should have established the boundaries of what exists and doesn't exist in this world, and they still didn't do that. So, or at least they didn't do it clearly enough for me, let's say. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, but
you're not
losing my mind.
Yeah, okay.
No,
feel that. Rick and Morty season 4.
Oh God, Jesus, this. This is probably the one. I'm probably looking forward to Rick and Morty more than Game of Thrones, I guess, because of how much I've watched. Yeah. I absolutely love Rick and Morty. I think everybody that knows me knows this. Everybody that hasn't seen it, I shove it down their throat like an annoying fan would. Granted, there's some negative people, the way they talk about this show. That aside, I think it's a incredibly poignant show for the time period.
Oh, absolutely.
The people that have grown up in this time period, and it speaks to a lot of the failure of things that we have seen in our lives, be it institutions like education and the government, and then pharmaceuticals and all this shit. Like, so much crap has happened, and so in our lives, and we've only been around for 15 years, and we've seen wars that haven't ended. We've seen the economy crash to shit. We've seen suspect presidents. We've seen, not to name anyone, you can fill it in with whatever name you want.
True.
We've seen a lot of weird shit, man, and I think that show encapsulates what to do when there's so much weird shit that there's nothing to do but laugh at it, right? And so I think that
it knows what it is.
It knows what it is, and it's hysterical to me. It's not everyone's cup of tea. I don't get offended when people tell me they don't like it or it's not funny or whatever. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. I think you're missing out, but that's fine.
I think I have faith in the writers.
Oh yeah.
My worry though, here I'm gonna tell you my worry.
Go ahead, yeah. Because it's very real. I know. Yeah, go ahead.
Because they got they're guaranteed 70 more episodes, which could be 7 seasons.
So 45 more seasons.
Yeah, that's right. Because Rick and Morty, but the world beyond Rick and Morty, you could. All right.
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You could do OD things.
Yeah.
With Rick and Morty, because they've been like the way they've written their style is that they have not been guaranteed. So you understand, like they've always been on the edge.
There's a safety now. Yeah, there's a safety now.
I don't want them to get too relaxed.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I hopefully, these guys get drunk while they're recording.
Yeah, I think it's a special show. I think. It's funny because there's a lot of... So if you take The Simpsons, for example, right? It's one of the best or longest, let's say longest, animated shows of all time, right? And I think if you look at their first 8 seasons, it's absolutely spectacular comedy, right? And then it takes a giant dip. And it really doesn't climb back up at any point in time. There's little spikes here and there in terms of seasons, but it's generally a downhill trend after like season 6, 7, 8. And there's some really good material on YouTube explaining why. The other show that I usually fall back on to talk about, animated TV shows is South Park. Yeah. And South Park is really unique because it has peaks throughout its existence. Right? Like people, a lot of people say now isn't the best time for South Park. And that's fine. That's cool. I think there's merit to that claim. But if you go back 5 years ago, I think it was one of the best comedy shows. And then if you go back 10 years, it also had a peak then. So it's a show that knows itself and that it can get through sort of subpar seasons. I feel Rick and Morty can be the same. I think even if we have a bad season, I think the writers know who they are. And it's such a unique show that they can, get back to it. And, I have to say this because it's a little bit like this Bojack Horseman situation where that's also a show that, isn't guaranteed like, oh, you have 10 seasons, but it's a show that Netflix holds dearly, and so in a way, they always were going to back it no matter what. And we've had, I don't know how far you've gotten with it.
I'm on season 2.
Yeah, so we've had, I think, 5 seasons of it? 5 seasons, and they've progressively gotten better, or they've been just as good.
Yep.
So I think once you hit that level of sort of quality, especially when these shows aren't on cable TV, so you don't need to churn out 20 episodes, for example. You need to churn out 10, and I think 10 is a good number for Rick and Morty, for example, to churn out a season, and no one's rushing them. No, they can take their time.
But I heard that the gaps between seasons are going to be decreased now.
Yeah, I think it's because also this was a big gap, and the thing with also being given 7 years, I think you're right. It may make them sort of too comfortable, but at the same time, it gives them space to say, let's plan a 7-year storyline instead of just like a year. And so you can have like a Marvel Cinematic Universe situation where shit builds up versus we'll just see what's going on.
Okay. Now rebounding off that, Bojack Horseman.
Oh yeah, huge. Jeez, this is coming out next season 2? Next year?
2019. I'm going off 2019.
Wow.
Dude, the shows?
Wow, that's a lot. There's already 3 that are amazing. Wow. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. I absolutely love Bojack. Wow.
I just got into it.
Yeah.
Right. I'm on season 2, episode 2. And initially the first half of the season was mixed reviews. I thought it was good enough for me to keep going.
Yeah.
But dude, it's captured my heart.
Yeah.
It's so freaking good, man. The writing in the show. I've never seen a more outlandish concept deal with the most realistic issues.
Yeah, it's a show that it fills in not most of it, but it'll give you like these cheap, low hanging fruit jokes, and you're like, okay, all right, jokes about cats and horses, and then immediately after, it'll hit you over the head with some crazy emotional shit.
Like, wait, what?
That's constantly what the show is. It's like, wait, what? And you have that moment over and over, and you can keep watching. Obviously, it gets so much darker and deeper as it goes on. But we're getting all 3 shows this year.
That's what I've been told.
Holy hell, I can't rank them. Like, I don't know which one I'm more excited for. Wow.
For you, I think I don't know what your Rick and Morty and Bojack Horseman your ranks. Because Game of Thrones, I feel like you'll warm up to it.
Yeah. I mean, Rick and Morty and Bojack are very similar in some of the stuff that they tackle. Different scale, but I think they're very similar in the themes they tackle. I don't know which one I'm more excited for. I think I laughed my ass off more with Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Like straight up laughter. But I think Bojack has resonated more as a character to me than either of them. So wow, okay.
Both great in their own ways.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's it for the shows. Now we get into the movie territory.
Wow, that's some amazing ass shows.
Yeah,
and Stranger Things too. Wow.
2019 is
jeez.
Big oof. We were supposed to have Atlanta, but Charles Gambino's schedule. Anyway, so the movies. Let's start off with the one that we're going to review next week.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah. So I saw the reviews.
Mixed. Not mixed.
66.
Generally positive.
66 is solid. Keep in mind Infinity War, I think, was a 65. And I absolutely loved Infinity War.
You're right there, you just slapped your glasses.
I did. I'm like, these glasses need to go, dog. These old as shit glasses. Captain Marvel. I'm not entirely, losing my mind to see it. It's one of those movies.
I'm not going to... If there's a mixed reaction, I'm just not going to put a sound effect.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not terribly excited to see it because I don't know the character, right? So I really don't know how it fits into the story. There has been zero mention of her besides at the end of Infinity War. So me personally, it's not a character I've heard before referenced anywhere. I really don't know her story. So it comes from a place of not having information for me not being excited than a place of, I know who she is and I don't give a shit, right? That's different. So for me, I'm sort of on the edge. Of course, I'm going to see it next week. But 66 on Metacritic, I think is a great score for it. It's an origin movie, so it's a really good score for an origin movie. So it's at 85 on Rotten Tomatoes, something like that. So in terms of critical reviews, I'm happy. It got really well. There was one really bad review by the New York Post. I actually sat today at work and I saw the dude. I'm like, he gave it a 35 out of.
All right.
So I clicked it. And I just was going through his movies to see what else he's rated shit like. And he had some sus scores here and there. So I was like, all right, dude, like you clearly going over the top with this shit. I think he gave like what's that? White Boy Rick, he gave like a 7.5 or something. 3.5 stars out of 4.
Well, let's take it easy there.
I was like, that's a bit much. So he had some wild shit like that. I'm like, 35 out of 100? Damn, is it that bad? But yeah, 66 I think is solid for
we'll see. Yeah. Next, we got John Wick 3.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I have not seen them.
You need to watch both of them, dude.
Yeah, I know. I heard they're...
Immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately. They are... yeah, I mean, we were just talking about action movies before we got on here. For me, it's like Mad Max is the bar, and then probably John Wick 1 and 2, and then Mission Impossible. Oof. So that's my like 4. If John Wick 3 slips into one of those 5 rankings, I expect it to, just because it's such a good franchise, and they've created this aura. I'm telling you, you're gonna watch it, and it's gonna leave you with like colors, if that makes sense. It's like, I'm gonna say it's like Mandy, but you're gonna be like, what the hell? It's not in the sense that it's bugging out, but there's a certain color and feel to the film like Mandy had, where it was like reddish and bluish and purplish. Well, it's this one, it's more like a nightclubby purple, dark, that sort of shit.
Oh, okay.
And it fits Keanu Reeves, like it fits his
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm terribly excited for that. It's coming out in May. Dude, May's looking like packed as shit.
It's a dope month.
Yeah, so it's I'm very excited for John Wick. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, next up we got Midsummer, if that's how you say it.
Yeah,
Midsummer.
I have no idea. Midsummer, I have no idea.
Whatever. So this is
Cults.
Cults
Part 2.
Back in my life.
Cults Part 2. White people going crazy.
Yep. Ari Aster's
follow up to his critically acclaimed Hereditary.
Which nobody saw, by the way. I keep mentioning this movie to people.
People are stupid.
Dude, every time people tell me they love horror movies, I'm like, you seen Hereditary? No, it's Hereditary. I'm like, what?
You're scum. But yeah. The trailer just came out today.
I didn't see it. I know you sent it to me. I didn't watch it, man. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it because it said some shit where, again, like, I don't know. What is it? Is it 824?
Yep. It is so outlandish, dog. I already know I'm not going to sleep for 3 days.
God damn, dog. I don't want to watch it. It's middle of the summer coming out, too, right?
Yeah. August, I think.
That's a good month for a horror movie.
Because I guess I'll talk about this more.
Yeah, go ahead,
Are you hyped about it? I mean,
I'm absolutely hyped about it. I absolutely loved Hereditary. So this shit's like, are you just picking movies I'm hyped about?
No, I guess. Spoiler.
Spoiler alert, you're hyped about all of them.
So based on the trailer,
yeah,
I'll tell you this. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'm going to spoil this. That makes no sense because I'm spoiling something. The whole, from what I see and from what I've read, the whole movie is going to be in daylight.
That's crazy.
So you think you're safe?
That's crazy.
Thought you were safe?
Nah, see, I'm gonna tell you one thing. There's one movie that did that. So I haven't seen. I think the first, I think The Hills Have Eyes is also shot in daylight, or there's large portions of it. The first Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. There's one other movie that I've seen that's a horror movie that takes predominantly in daylight, and that's Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, we saw it together.
Yeah. I've seen it several times with several people. For some reason, it bugs me out. It doesn't bug out a lot of people. Me, personally, bugs the shit out of me. Well, it's a half and half, right? Most of it is pretty down the middle. There is something incredibly disturbing about horrific shit. Okay. Yes. Terrible calories. No, there's something terribly horrific about horror movies set in daylight because there's this safety in thinking you're outside in daylight and nothing bad's gonna happen, and that security blanket is like snatched away from you, and then crazy shit happens, and you're like, okay, well, all right. And I think it's gonna add some. It's interesting. I'm really interested in that. Then I mean, I was already goddamn interested in it, but holy shit.
Well, I'm a fan of. I think he's gonna be up there. Ari Aster, he's gonna climb up the ranks.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up,
is it Blumhouse or is it A24?
It's A24. So I have faith in it.
So is Hereditary, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, we got Us by Jordan Peele. So this is another follow-up to a successful movie.
Oh, successful horror movie, too.
Right. I guess you could call it
We are getting some amazing horror movies recently. Yeah, all that. Trailer's crazy.
Yeah, it was. And it enticed a lot of Reddit combos.
Dude, the trailer is absolutely nuts. There's obviously going to be some deeper meaning sort of shit happening, but I think he's still going to pull off a really good plot.
Yep.
And I think that's how you make a successful horror movie. You tell a really good story, and then in that story, there's a lot else going on. He did that with Get Out, and I think he's going to do that here with Us. With Us, yes. We know Jordan. The trailer looked crazy. The music was creepy as shit.
Genius.
Lupita Nyong'o is an A actress, dog, absolutely. And the fact he got her in this movie in a horror film. There's something about Jordan Peele shooting just people crying, and that's just horrific in itself. And there's like a ton of that in this one.
Yeah.
There's some very interesting shots in the trailer. I think like on the beach. It's also some daylight shit that's. I
have a feeling where the story's gonna go.
What do you think is going to happen?
It's going to be some like cloning thing.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly there's more to it.
I think there's going to be a cloning thing or aliens who replicate hosts, something like that.
I don't know. Peele, I did not expect this route from Peele.
And this fast. This is a quick turnaround from...
absolutely.
And he's also doing the Twilight Zone in the middle, which I loved the original. So
love it.
Big ups to him, man.
Yeah, I hope because I'd like to Get Out. I didn't love it as much as most people. One of my main problems with it was that the ending got very generic.
Okay, yeah, we talked about that.
I hope that it doesn't look like it'd go that route.
No. I just think, the premise is so different.
Yeah.
It's very hard to see how he can end in a generic sort of way. I will say this, though. I'm prepared for it not to be as good as Get Out. Like, people need to be prepared for this shit. It's not going to be an A movie just because of Get Out. I'm prepared for it to be a couple notches beneath it because that still means it's going to be a solid film. So, I'm tempering my expectations because Jesus, sorry, I had to burp. I'm tempering my expectations because it's unfair to put that weight on a guy who's only made one film.
Yep.
So, hopefully he got to stretch his muscles on Twilight Zone a little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Detective Pokemon.
Screw you, man. What's wrong with you? I'm not watching that shit.
You're not watching it? Yo, I was not gonna watch it.
It's a really good trailer.
Ryan Reynolds.
It's a really good trailer. Jokes aside, I mean,
I could see it being like a 63 on Metacritic.
I think it's gonna hit the 60s. It's gonna make money.
Hell yeah.
That movie's gonna make money, dog, because I think they got the Pikachu feel right.
Oh, they got it.
I cannot believe I'm saying this. They got the Pikachu feel right in a CGI movie of Pokemon.
20-year-olds.
Detective Pokemon of all shit. It's not even like some Ash Ketchum story. It's literally Pikachu being a detective. He's the main protagonist of the story. Jesus, we've come a long way.
I guess we'll cut this one short.
I mean, yes, I'm probably gonna watch it. Am I excited? I'm interested. I'm interested to see the fallout.
Like, what if it's like a Lego Movie instance?
If it's a Lego Movie instance, I'm gonna buy the biggest plush Pikachu I can find because I love the Lego movie.
Be OD insane for this one. Okay.
Wait, what about you?
I'm telling you, I was sold from the trailer, and because Ryan Reynolds is such a goat.
Yeah, it's a really good trailer. It's actually, I was so surprised with how good the trailer was.
Exactly.
I was so surprised.
I guess I got to take a look.
It's like a PG Deadpool.
Wow, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I just want to say my opinion already. Godzilla, King of Monsters.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, we need it. I can't have just straight.
No,
goats
you're right. Look,
here's
the thing.
I hated that first movie so much.
So the first movie. You know what the first movie was?
Trash.
The first movie is like. It was literally all hype. That first film. Okay, and it currently holds a 63 on Metacritic. I think.
I don't know how.
I think people just fed on the hype. I'll tell you this.
No, I'll tell you why I got 63.
Go ahead.
Literally because of Bryan Cranston.
Yeah. By the way, completely underutilized in this film. The first Godzilla was very much a tease. It was just a tease. We got to see Godzilla for like a minute. It's become a joke now of how little we got to see him in that movie. The trailer for this one is just bonkers. I am just not in a place right now where I want to see just CG shit all over my screen. And it looks like it's going to be just CG shit all over my screen.
I mean, to be honest, the only reason these Godzilla movies are being made, I think, or there's interest is because we're eventually going to get Godzilla versus King Kong.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think there's always been an interest in like these monster movies because you can allow just crazy shit to happen. I mean, it's like Jurassic World, right? You just allow crazy shit to happen. And there's some merit, obviously, in the technical aspect of these movies. But just from the storyline aspect, like, I'm just like, do I give a shit about Godzilla? No. Like, the story is being marketed as sort of Godzilla is being tapped up by the humans.
Again.
Against King Ghidorah and am I saying that wrong?
Whatever.
And all this other shit, Mothra and all this crap, right? So he's literally being tapped up to handle the monsters. Where it's like, okay, how am I gonna give a shit about a giant ass lizard, dude? Like, I don't know. I think we're a little bit past that. I mean, again, so he fights King Kong. I didn't watch that King Kong movie. Who gives a shit about that King Kong movie, bro?
I mean, it's just because it's like it's the hype, I guess.
Yeah, so I'm literally, I don't care about that movie. I'm not gonna give a shit.
That's fine, Mike.
That's gonna sit very comfortably at like a 52 on Metacritic.
Yep. Okay, next we got Zombieland 2. Here's my take that some water. Here's my thing, and I guess we should kind of
Is it the same director?
Is it? I don't know. I think so. I know the same cast is coming up, but listen, I think I can speak for both of us. We were big fans of the first one.
I love the first one.
But it's in the same realm for me as District 9. Is that a sequel's too overdue?
It's over, dude.
Now
we're done. We moved on. I have been zombied up the ass with entertainment.
Zombie fatigue.
I'm done with this. Nobody's watching The Walking Dead anymore. Like, it's over. It's over. Give it a rest, man. This is a movie that came out in like 2008 was the first one or some shit. 2009.
It's been 10 years.
who's 10 years? It's literally another generation of people that you're trying to target. And these people have grown up with The Walking Dead, have grown up with Left 4 Dead, have grown up with Left 4 Dead 2, have grown up with every other movie. Literally, Game of Thrones has zombies. Like, there's too much zombie shit. Yeah. And what you're banking on is the characters. Also, these characters are 10 years older.
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to pull that off, but...
Especially, I forgot the young girl. She's going to be a grown-ass woman at this point. Yeah, Abigail Breslin is grown-ass right now. Like, I don't know what that story's going to be. And by the way, the director, hold on. What shit show did he...
Oh, Venom.
Venom. There we go. Whatever shit show he put together was Venom.
He did 30 minutes or less.
Yeah, but I didn't like that. That was generic as hell. Dude, Ruben Fleischer, whatever his name is, I don't like him. Okay? I don't like him after Venom. All right? So now, Zombieland Double Tap. When does this come out?
Is Double Tap?
That's the name of it. October 11.
Halloween season.
Let me read this. Columbus and Wichita get into a fight, causing a rift in the makeshift family and causing Little Rock to leave with a man named Berkeley. As the group ventures off to find Little Rock, they encounter new kinds of zombies and Nevada, a female zombie hunter who matches Tallahassee's skill set.
That's actually not bad.
Shut up.
Who's playing Berkeley?
Shut up. Avon Jogia?
Oh, that's the guy from Victorious.
Tallahassee, okay, it's Little Rock. Zoe Deutsch is playing Madison.
Admir, let's go. Come on. We got more movies here.
Okay, next. Just move on.
Okay. So clearly you're...
Luke Wilson's in this. Why is he in this?
Oh, they need a superstar cameo. Superstar. Okay. Superstar. Joker.
Which one?
What do you mean?
There's like 20 in production. Which one?
What do you mean? No, they canceled the one with Leto.
Did they?
Yeah, thank God.
Saving Grace.
Yeah.
Saving Grace.
The one with Phoenix.
Okay.
That I'm hyped because it's Phoenix. I don't know where, because it's Todd Phillips.
Okay, so like on a scale of like tortilla chips without salsa to like a burrito to a burrito, I'm like at a taco right now. I'm at a taco. No, I'm at a taco. So quesadilla is better than taco.
Yeah.
So I'm at a taco right now. I'll tell you why.
Stupid analogy, man.
Joaquin Phoenix. His name fits this analogy too. Joaquin Phoenix. His first name Joaquin. It sounds like a Spanish dish, doesn't it? Joaquin. I love it. I love that name.
Oh, I love the name Phoenix.
All of it. All of it I love. So, here's the thing. He is stunning actor, right? He's amazing. All the put up the screen, give me all the accolades.
Put the graphic up.
Put the graphic up. We're talking about Gladiator. We're talking Her. We're talking Walk the Line. Signs. This dude's done it all. He's been there. He's ran the gauntlet on the drama films. So, if you're going to make a Joker movie and make it serious, this is the dude to hire.
Yes. So,
that aspect of it is covered. I have zero doubt in this man's performance. What I have a doubt in, who's directing? I don't even know who's directing this shit.
Todd Phillips, the director of The Hangover.
Okay. Problem number one is the director. Okay? I don't know what Todd Phillips can bring to us. See, I don't even know what kind of...
you don't know what the feel...
I don't know what the feel is. I don't know what the feel is. Is it going to be a comedy drama? Is it going to be I don't know, kind of serious movie, but that doesn't really delve into the person? The thing with... I saw a great video on Wisecrack, actually, about this, about what they think this Joker movie is going to be. And I'm going to echo a lot of the sentiment on there because I agree with a lot of what they say. Shout out to Todd Phillips, who was born in Brooklyn. Holla. Okay. He went to NYU.
Whatever.
Believe that?
Go on, Mir.
Anyway,
we're on time constraints.
Yeah. So what they say is the reason that the Joker that most people know and love, which is Heath Ledger's Joker, a big chunk of the character as to why we love that Joker is his ambiguity. Mm-hmm. Is the fact that we don't know what his story is that his origin is smoke and mirrors that he uses as a weapon towards his enemies, right? So if the story is going to be just a breakdown of what the Joker's is, how he became to be sort of, mentally deranged, it's going to be very straightforward for a character that isn't straightforward, right? Mm. The video talks about several comics where they play with the idea of the Joker himself playing with different origins, right? So we could potentially get a movie where we get several origin stories, and there's actually a good quote from one of the recent comics for the Joker where it's like, he says something along the lines of life is a multiple choice. You just pick whatever one you want. Oof. Right? So if he takes that route where it's like the Joker molds himself to his enemy depending on whatever origin story he needs, which is a little bit like Heath Ledger, that's cool. I'll roll with that. If it's going to be a simple, straight up, one bad day he turned crazy and now he does crazy shit, it's going to be too simple. This is a complex character, and I think the plot has to be as complex as we believe the character is. Otherwise, it's going to be a letdown. Yeah. So, am I excited for it? Yes. Am I hesitant? Very hesitant. Am I worried? A whole lot of worried, because I love this character, but performance-wise, Joaquin's going to do his business. Yeah. But
maybe that's right. It's like a performance thing.
Yeah, maybe if it's a character-driven performance thing, and the plot isn't going to be that great, that's fine for me. I can't have a bad plot. If it's going to be a bad plot, I'm going to be tight.
Well,
because we got burned. The last Joker we had, I don't want to see this shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to see this shit.
I think it'll be a step up. I mean, you can't get any worse.
Yeah.
No offense, Leto.
No, I'm off that. That Leto, whatever, I don't know what that was.
That doesn't exist, all right?
Whoever fault that was, who cut the movie, whatever, I don't care whose fault it is. I'm not trying to see that shit again.
All right.
Rant over.
I think I'm just going to breeze by this because I know the response is going to be Avengers.
Oh, I'm bringing an extra pair of pants to the theaters.
Oh, my God.
I mean, this is the movie, dude. This is
the end all be all.
I mean, this is going to be the culmination of 10 years of shit. Hell yeah. Dude, I am excited to the point of worry for this movie.
This is going to be one of the most wild experiences over
they're saying crazy shit. Like, the trailer only has material for the first 15 minutes.
Which is perfect.
We might need to get an intermission because it's that crazy. Left, right, and center, we're hearing... This is going to be an experience, man, and that's what I want. I want to leave the theater and be like, 50 years from now, I'm going to remember what this shit was, right? And I feel like with Infinity War, we got a great setup for what is it? Endgame is going to be. Yeah,
trash title, no offense.
I mean, I don't care. It is going to be. Dude, it's going to chaos. It's going to be everyone is going to see it multiple times. This movie's going to break $2 billion easy.
It's going to be the highest grossing film ever.
This is going to be wildly psychotic. I'm probably going to see it like 3 or 4 times.
My favorite part of the trailer was Thanos' flex. Son hung his jersey from the Raptors.
Put up the jersey, dog. I mean, I'm just saying, whoever's got to come after him got big shoes to fill. That's all I'm going to say.
All right. So let's see how many movies we got left. Okay. Toy Story 4.
Toy Story 4, I'm all right. I mean, I'm not all that interested in it, to be honest with you.
You had a good ending. I don't know why they're continuing.
Here's the thing. I know a lot of people love Toy Story. It's not... Yeah.
And by the way, you Lion King lovers, Toy Story over Lion King. Throwing it out there.
I will happily disagree.
That's what
I am not the biggest fan of Toy Story. I think it's a great film, and I love the characters and everything. It's just not the movie that stuck with me for whatever reason, right? It's just not the movie that stuck with me as a kid. But when I watch it now... It's a fantastic film, right? So there's no getting away from that. Am I excited for 4? No, it's sort of where I feel like I was with The Incredibles. I just feel I feel like the first one was really solid. It was really not even solid. It was a great movie. It's the second. Well, we get the 4th one now, but sequel. Where it's going to be difficult to again match or outdo what was done previously. So almost in a sense. At the very least, I'm going to be satisfied.
I think they're going to bank off nostalgia and just like the love we have for the characters.
Maybe I hope not, because this is Pixar. This is a studio that tends to put in the work. They've had a couple movies slip through the cracks recently, but they're a movie that a studio that puts in the work. And I mean, some of my favorite films are from Pixar. So, am I excited? I'm going to obviously see it, but I'm not like losing my mind over it. I'm at the I'm over more than a taco, but less than a burrito.
We're almost at quesadilla range.
We're at a quesadilla.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, It Chapter 2.
It Chapter 2.
Now, here's the thing. I was disappointed by the first one because I thought it had potential. Well, I just think clowns are just the scariest thing ever.
Yeah.
I thought it had potential to kind of set the tone for mainstream horror movies going forward.
I don't think it did much different.
It resorted to a lot of jump scares, and just the second half of the movie was just Pennywise just
bugging out.
The fear of him, they showed him way too much. And I think I would have preferred Corey. What the hell's his last name?
I have no idea. Don't even. I have no idea.
Corey Fuji. You know what I'm talking about? The one who did True Detective first season.
Oh yes.
He was supposed to direct the first part, but I think creative differences, which means his version is probably better. But yeah,
sure.
I'm not sure how I feel about this one. They have a good cast,
right? Yeah, I mean the cast is absolutely crazy good in this one. Who's in it? I know Jessica Chastain's
in it. McAvoy's in it.
Okay, see, like that has to at least be decent.
And Bill Hader's in it.
That's wild, dog. Yeah. That's a wild cast. Okay, I'll say this.
Leo's in it.
Who?
No, I'm joking.
We're just throwing shit out, right? Yeah. Matthew McConaughey.
Well, and also Skarsgård is going to do his thing.
He's going to do his thing.
I heard, by the way.
Go ahead.
That apparently Jessica Chastain, she spoiled this. This movie is going to have the bloodiest scene in all of history.
Oh, Jesus.
I was like, I don't know how much red corn syrup you're using.
But have some pancakes on deck.
That's true.
Here's the thing. I think the first movie played it way too safe.
Way too safe.
It played it by the beats. Kids looking for new shit. Oh, there's an outsider. And like half the kids don't even get a story in that first one. Like there's just like,
just thrown in there.
Oh yeah, come through, dude. You're weird. Like, oh, is that how friendships are made when you're 12? Like I don't remember it being that easy. That was weird as shit.
We saw wrestling. That was it.
Yeah, that was if you watched wrestling when you were
my friend. If you watched wrestling.
That was the checkbox. I just think because they're adults, and I think you can go further with the horror. Okay, I hope they don't resort to again, as you spoke, to just jump scares. I think they can go into deep psychological depths. I think there's again, it's going to be the issue of balancing character. Like exposition, because there's 6 of them? How many are there?
I don't even know.
Yeah, there's like a good chunk of people. So to give them all stories, I think to play it safe, you got to kill off like 1 or 2 quickly.
I know.
Cut the cord 2 or 3.
Like I've read the book.
Whoever's not Bill Hader, Jessica Chastain, and McAvoy gotta go. Like you gotta go. You're not important to the story right now.
Oh, I don't want to spoil it.
So don't say nothing. Yeah, I mean you're not important to the story right now. Get your ass out, because we're trying to get some deep shit with the characters that are remaining. And I think though,
talking to you, Stan,
if you play again. The most important thing about deaths is it causes change in other characters. So if you have a death, make sure it matters and make sure that characters react from it.
All right, it's a fair sentiment.
Yeah.
All right, so we got...
How many more do we got?
3 left.
Okay.
Spider-Man Far From Home.
Spider-Man Far From Home. I genuinely enjoyed the trailer. I am so happy Spider-Man's leaving New York City for the first time. I feel like this
good breath of fresh air.
Dude, this dude's been like just eating MTA just trash his whole life here. He finally gets away for a little bit. It's interesting. The villains...
Well, you got Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal is a great actor. So he's gonna
Suckwall alumni.
Oh yeah, easily. He's a great actor. And his thing is Mysterio. I don't think Mysterio's going to be the villain. To BH, I think he's going to be more like a red herring villain.
Who's going to be the main villain?
There's these 4. So I don't know this. Okay, there's these
Hydro Man?
4 elemental villains, right? And I think this is going to be cool. It's a little bit. You have to play it safe because of the heavy CGI usage. You can get kind of crazy. I don't know who the director is on that. Is it the same person as
the same guy
who did Homecoming? Okay. So at the very least, I think it'll stay true to the character and it'll stay grounded. All right, which I think is important for Spider-Man. We'll see how it goes. I'm not terribly excited about it. I'm more excited than I was, let's say, for like Ant-Man, for example.
Of course.
But I'm not like going to be rushing to the theater like I will be for, let's say, Endgame.
Right. Yeah. I liked Homecoming. The more I've seen it, the less I've liked it.
It's very much by the beat. It's an origin story-ish too, so we have to. It's difficult to pull off.
Also, I don't know. I just felt like they made Spider-Man in this version like Iron Man Jr. way too much.
Sure.
And that there's a lot of stuff personally, but whatever. Yeah. But I think this one, I thought the trailer was okay. I didn't like the ending of the suit. Oh wait, did he? No wait, he had the bubble. Did he have the bubble head? Mysterio? I don't. He looked too much like
comic book
Doctor Strange. That too, but yeah. Also, I don't like Zendaya. And like her character's getting cringy to me.
I really don't think Mysterio's going to be the villain, dude. I feel like even in the trailer, what he says something along the lines of "stay away from me," some bullshit like that. So I don't think he's going to be like straight up with Spider-Man. I do hope it's a little bit more. It's a little deeper and more complex than like Homecoming was. Homecoming was pretty straightforward in terms of the issue that was being raised and the villain. I mean, I love. I always forget his name.
Oh, Keaton.
Michael Keaton, right? He's a great actor, and I mean the scenes of them when he knows he's Spider-Man is top notch shit.
It's top 3,
top notch shit, man. And that's just his acting being at that level.
Yeah.
And credit to Tom Holland for like matching.
No, I think he's the best Spider-Man.
Yeah. We also have to remember so. We're getting, I would argue, a little bit of Spider-Man fatigue because we got a trilogy. I mean, you look from 2002 to 2019, right? We got a trilogy, and then we got 2 movies, and then we got Homecoming, and then we got Civil War, and then we got the animated movie, and then and then now we're getting this, right? So we're looking at easily 8-9 movies here, or 7-8. It's a lot. Yeah. That's a lot, and it's difficult to do new things with a character that people are so used to, yet introduce new people to the story. Yeah. So it's like, it's very difficult. It's a difficult character to play with. I think Holland is a great Spider-Man. They just need to be a little bit more, a little bit riskier with the story.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to happen.
No, probably not.
Obviously. Play it safe. All right, last 2. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, Jesus.
Now, this movie, I'm hyped for. This is a best picture shoo-in.
So let me tell you this. As I've grown older, okay, as my body has ached more, as my bones have grown more brittle,
yes,
as the leaves have fallen from the trees, I've come to appreciate Tarantino more and more. Okay, he is, we've seen a lot of movies this past year. The one thing I've come to appreciate more than anything else, I think, in film is, what did you do differently? Right? Let's, execution aside, right? What did you do differently? Tarantino is a dude who's got that, he did that thing differently, right? I love Inglourious Basterds. I love Pulp Fiction. Django is amazing. I mean, his repertoire is just top-notch shit.
Did you see the wow, can't speak English.
Hateful Eight.
Who did Magnificent Seven?
Yeah, that's some other shit. The Hateful Eight, let me tell you this, is extremely underrated as a film, dog.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, I actually saw it in theaters with Kasha. So this is what's incredibly unique about that movie. We're watching it. First of all, the first half is top-notch shit. The second half is really good, just I think not as good as the first.
Is that where the drop, like the mixed reviews happen?
I don't know what the mixed reviews were for. I don't remember reading too much as to what people thought about it.
Okay,
I will tell you that. But first of all, the cast is stunning cast. The first half is magnificent, and here I've never had this happen in a movie before. Halfway through the movie, there was intermission.
What?
In the theater, I swear to you. There was intermission in the movie.
Oh, that's cool. What?
Dude, it was like an old ass, because it's set in like the West,
right?
In like the eight around the Civil War era. So if you've seen, like, actually a couple weeks ago, I watched a couple of Clint Eastwood westerns, and one of those things that those movies had were these really slow beginnings. Like, they would play music, it'd be like this really long shot of like some desert or some shit, and they'd play the music, which is amazing, and then you'd see like a character just walk by really slowly. So there's this incredibly slow build up, and Tarantino does the exact same thing here. There's this crazy overture music that plays for like a good 8 minutes, and you're like, what the hell is going on, right? But he immediately says, sit your ass down, there's gonna be a long ass movie, take care of yourself, right? And I mean, the halfway through I get an intermission, I turned to Kasha. I'm like, what the hell's happening? Because I hadn't read a review. I had no idea what was going on with it. And I'm like, wow, this is crazy. This is like a throwback to that old shit. We literally got up, like stretched a little bit, and it was like, oh, intermission's over. It's like, you're in Broadway or something.
Theater?
No, I walked out to the aisle. I think I might have got some water or something. But it was just weird. You're like, what the hell's happening? Because you're so used to just sitting in the movie theater. You sit 2 hours, you eat your popcorn, and then you leave. But this was like slow start, intermission, comeback, grand finale. It was like watching a play, man. I loved Hateful Eight. People don't talk about it too much. I don't think it's as good as like Django, but it is a solid film.
So what do you think about what's about to
happen? So I'm saying all this shit to basically say I love Tarantino. Weird shit aside, because recently we've got some news.
A lot of scum stuff has been.
A lot of just weird shit. Like, why you got to do weird shit?
That's Hollywood for you, baby. Well, here's the thing. I think the premise is really unique.
The cast is just oozing.
Shout out. Guess who's in this cast? No, it's
everyone and their mom is in this cast.
It's a low-key one. Jill from The Leftovers found her way in this movie.
Oh, the wife?
No.
Who's Jill?
The daughter.
Oh, shit. No way.
Yep.
Well done to her.
Shout out Margaret Qualley. Let me take you on a date. But yeah, I'm hyped for it.
Dude, that cast is crazy.
It's
I'm going to tell you this. If that movie was an eighth of what it's going to be, I'd still be hyped about it.
Probably. Like, at worst, it's all right.
Yeah. He is a master at managing ensembles. Mm-hmm. He is a master at it, dude. You're going to
Steve Kerr-like.
Dude, you're going to yeah, exactly Steve Kerr-like. He doesn't play to egos, man.
Yeah.
Like he had Fassbender in Inglourious Bastard for like 15 minutes. That's it.
That's crazy.
That's it. Michael Fassbender. Like, he's not like Leo DiCaprio, but the dude's up there in acting. And you only had him for like, there's your scene, you do your job, and he does great. And I think he has an iron fist in the sense that this is all you're gonna do. You're not going to get more, you're not going to get less, right? I mean, that movie had like Brad Pitt. You know, I said Fassbender. Who the hell else is in that? Oh, God. I'm going to pull up.
I mean, come on, we got one more movie.
We got to pull it up. Next, yeah. I'm crazy excited. 10 out of 10. I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going first night to the theater.
Last movie, Star Wars Episode 9.
Star Wars. Oh, my God. This is the biggest can of worms of the night.
What?
It's the biggest can of worms of the night. We could talk about this thing for like 30 minutes.
Okay, here's the thing.
Go ahead.
I enjoyed what was the title of the first one? The reboot. The one came out in 2015. The Return of the Jedi?
No, dude. Let's see if we can get it. Let's see. How long do our podcast listeners have to deal with our Star
Wars nerds. We don't know it.
Star Wars Jedi Awakens. Wake up.
Wake Jedi up. Awakens.
Jedi 1 Part 3. Jedi 6 with the guy and girl. Rey.
The Force Awakens. God damn it.
I had Awakens, so that's.
But we had Star Wars.
So basically 98% of the title.
Okay, here's the thing. I enjoyed it. I know it was way too similar to like the original.
Yeah, it was.
So I know people had their gripes about that.
And then people had more gripes. Would you believe it? After that,
you know what? I'm gonna say something real quick. Some of you Star Wars fans are garbage.
Calm down, man.
No. I understand. Look, it's something that a lot of people. It's a movie franchise that a lot of people hold very near and dear to their heart. Yeah. I get it. We have our own things.
Yeah.
But they're like the result of a movie that I think, like, I guess to Star Wars standards, to some people wasn't good.
Yeah.
But from a movie, from an immigrant Star Wars fan standpoint, I thought it was spectacular, especially that last act.
Dude, I'm telling you, that last 20 minutes was the best Star Wars shit I've ever seen in my life. I don't care what these people tell me about how we got there.
A lot of people, their hate of it are blinding the last 20 minutes.
Dude, the last 20 minutes are gorgeous.
Dude, it's top-notch Star Wars.
Why? Dude, like, I see now we're can of worming it. I told you we're going to be here for 30 minutes.
Sorry.
The Jedi shit that Luke does at the end is mind-blowing to me. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to not say it's the best thing overall ever. To me, if that story, I get it. I get people that don't like it. The message is not clear in this film about the thing I'm about to say. I get it. But this is what I left the theater with. The story of a man is sometimes more important than who the man was, right? And that's what he does at the end of that movie. It's not about him. It's about his legacy and the legend of who Luke Skywalker was, man. And so I love that shit. I mean, I eat up spiritual crap.
Same.
Like a Brooklyn veganite, right? I love it.
Jesus.
I love it. Yes, the movie has problems. Yes, story elements were weird. Yes, that witch shit of, Princess Leia did hurrah Superman was weird. I know this. We're not blind. It was weird. It was weird.
I just think
it left me feeling good about Star Wars, not for the first time, but it was just like, we got some new shit, man.
Yeah, I don't understand. People,
I'm not going to go into this.
People were bitching that the first one was too similar, and then the second one...
Chris, I'm going to tell you this right now. There's at least 100 hours of YouTube video devoted to this topic alone.
Yeah, at least. By more hardcore fans.
By there's hardcore fans, there's people in the middle, there's people who've never seen it.
I think we're the middle-ish.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know what? And not to sound cocky, but you need us to kind of bring y'all back down.
I mean, everyone's opinion, I think, if you're making a valid opinion, right? If it's not an opinion centered on hating for the sake of hating, talking about, female protagonist, what is that? Like, I'm not like that. I'm off that. I'm not going to give you that space. There's valid criticisms to this movie. I've heard them. I've heard them from fans who are Star Wars fans, and they say they like it, but here are issues with it. That's cool too. And I'm cool with people saying, it's a bad movie. Here are the issues with it. That's cool. But if you're just gonna rant
of nonsense,
if you're gonna rant, then it's like, all right, dude, I'm not gonna take it too seriously, because clearly there's almost an agenda you have coming into this. So, like, any argument over this film should, in essence, leave both sides with new information.
Right.
It should leave, if I'm coming to the table as a pro and you're coming as a con, we should leave thinking the other person made decent points or new points, right? If it's just recycling the same hate, garbage, and all that shit, it's not exciting to me. So, anyway, to answer your question, because again, can of worms, I'm excited for it because it's going to be big either way.
It is, but I'm concerned because
they're playing it safe.
They're going to play it safe, and J.J. Abrams is coming back. They're going to be like, yo, run the formula back.
Run it back. Give it. Dude, J.J. Abrams is going to Tom Brady his way to a Super Bowl. 6, 7, 8 yards, bang.
I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on J.J. Abrams. He's a good director.
No. I mean, formula-wise.
No, I know. But
he's going to run some slants. Just down the middle.
3-yard passes.
There's another 3-yard pass. First down.
Shout out to Sports Talk Barry, man.
There's another first down. Dude, he's literally going to nurture it after all the sort of antagonism it's received as a franchise. He's going to nurture it back into health. Now, what that means, I don't know. I just do feel like it's going to be too safe because of what we got. Anyway, again, if I were to give... what the hell was it? 8? What was the name?
Star Wars episode.
No, but what was episode 8?
The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi. If I were to give The Last Jedi a score, it'd be like a 7.8 to an 8, right? In that range.
I might give it an 8.3.
That's cool. So I'd give it in that range. It actually got crazy good reviews from
because it's a good movie.
anyway.
I hate people.
So I'm excited about it. I'm actually really excited, almost not because of the movie, just because to see what the hell's going to happen after. Still excited.
I'm more hype about the public outcry.
Yeah.
Afterwards. But yeah,
it's great.
That's all I got.
Just want to throw in one. Everybody, you best be seeing The Lion King, because
I was gonna put that.
Yeah, I can't wait, because that is my animated movie. Which is really the most unique thing about me, is the fact that I love The Lion King. Right. Who else loves The Lion King but me?
Hey, look, Childish Gambino.
I mean, that whole thing, dude. The trailer's amazing.
Childish Gambino.
The trailer is amazing. I forgot his name. Who does Mufasa's voice? People are gonna skewer me for this.
You guys, leave us alone.
It's been a long day. Everything that the light touches, Simba. Like that shit. Hell yeah! Give me more of that.
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones. Oh, wow. Banger. You got it. Yeah. Simba, one day my reign will come to an end. Oh, really? Wow! I did a good impression of him. I did it so well. You remember?
Well done, Mir.
Dab one of them haters. So stupid. Yeah, so no, I'm very excited about that one. I'm gonna lose my mind over that one.
Well, and I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some like
hidden gems. Yeah, of course.
Down low. Like hopefully we'll get like another 8th grade.
8th grade, Hereditary.
Sorry to bother you.
I mean, I love Mandy too. There's some weird shit's gonna come out that's amazing. So
yeah, a lot of weird shit. You know, sometimes weird shit is good.
Hell yeah.
In general, I think 2019 is going to be a blockbuster year.
Dude, it's looking packed. I'm tired of what you just said.
Has this been an hour?
It's been an hour. We're at an hour and 5.
Who knows? Maybe we...
Yo, what a year. Jeez. Hell yeah.
You know, I'm kind of glad True Detective did his thing. So now it doesn't go through the snowstorm.
Dude, it is packed. I don't know when all that's coming out either. If like shit has to be overlapping at some point.
You're gonna drive me out of my money.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna. Okay. Well, we'll leave it at that. Very excited. In general, hugely excited, but also really, what was I gonna say?
Yeah.
Screw movies. Like, what was I gonna say at the end of this?
Fire.
I hate them all. Boo. Hot take.
Yeah. I mean, poor part on me to create some diversity in this list.
No, I think you did really well. I really actually enjoyed the idea. I had no idea what was happening, so I had no idea what the topic was going to be. I thought we were going to, TBH with you, I thought we were going to talk about the whole Netflix, you know, and the whole, like, them not being part of the Oscars shit again with Steven Spielberg.
Yeah. That's a comment for another time.
Yeah, we'll do that, I guess, if even ever. No, this was fun. I genuinely enjoyed it. Well done. Very creative.
I was thinking about it in class, because you know me, I'm not paying attention. And
we'll do something, something creative. Do something good in class. Yeah.
I'm here to sign us off.
Thanks for hanging with us as always. This was an extremely long episode. Bless your ears and bless your heart for managing through it all.
True.
You could have spent an hour doing like Rosetta Stone.
Look,
you could know how to speak basic French by now, but instead you heard two bums recycle the same movie list.
We make podcasts for people that like
don't use Rosetta Stone.
That too, but need to pass time when the train rides.
Yeah, which is everyone. Who the hell enjoys the train ride?
We make the podcast
for everyone. The People's Podcast.
The People's Podcast.
Eyebrow up.
Yep.
As always, Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. We're going to Snapchat this whole thing live. Everybody, everywhere. Yeah, we're sending out emails. We're sending out notes.
Well, speaking of
scrolls.
I don't know where you stand on this, but I have recently, I've sent out emails to people who are going to come over our studio, basically.
Very nice.
The basement.
Yeah.
For the Game of Thrones premiere.
Nice.
I don't know. I have a lot of people coming. See, I'm kind of mixed because I will be inviting like different groups of friends, and I'm very mixed about.
That's fine.
Intertwining groups of friends.
I will argue with them for the entire episode. I will not make a single coherent point, and I hope they don't either. We're not going to talk about Game of Thrones. We're going to talk about what we think about the other person's thinking.
That's life. I think. Yeah.
Screw Game of Thrones. I just want to chat shit.
Don't watch the trailer, man.
I'm not. I can't.
I don't have time to watch
I'm not going to watch the trailer. I'm literally going to probably be watching up till the premiere and then just switch from like...
Did you just get to like the last 2 episodes?
Dude, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. All right. There's things happening in my life. I got a midterm next week. Things are happening.
Midterm season.
Yeah. So things are happening.
Whatever. All right, guys. Been a pleasure.
Yeah, this was the longest sign off ever. Peace.
Deuces.